was setting in the west. The birds were singing on every tree. All nature seemed inclined to rest. Still there was no rest for me. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. And when I'm far away on that briny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? I grieve to leave my native land. I grieve to leave my comrades all, and my aged parents whom I've always held so dear, and the bonny, bonny lass that I do adore. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. And when I'm far away on that briny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? They beat and the wars do alarm. The captain calls, we must obey. So farewell, farewell to Nova Scotia's charms, for it's early in the morning and I'm far, far away. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. And when I'm far away on that briny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me? I have 3 brothers and they are at rest. Their arms are folded on their breast. But a poor simple sailor just like me must be tossed and driven on the dark blue sea. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea-bound coast. Let your mountains dark and dreary be. And when I'm far away on that briny ocean toss, will you ever heave a sigh and a wish for me?
They didn't have any recording devices in the early days in 1928 when I first discovered these songs, but I was very lucky in being able to borrow this melodeon, as we call it. It worked much better in those days than it does now.
One of the most famous bits of iconography, really in international folklore, is Helen Creighton with this melodeon in a wheelbarrow on Devil's Island.
Helen would attempt to pluck out the tune on the melodeon, then crudely transcribe it using a series of dots. A difficult process considering she had little musical training and questionable skill. The solution to her dilemma was a music teacher from England. Doreen Sr. became Helen's collaborator. Not far from Halifax, the two stumbled upon Mrs. Ann Greenough and a song that would make history.
She found we'd been sitting in the rain having our picnic. She said, "Why didn't you come in and use our kitchen? You would be very welcome." But she'd never seen us before. Anyhow, she drew up a couple of chairs, opened the oven, and we sat and put our feet inside and collected the Nova Scotia song.
No bells and whistles went off, and it sort of laid there until the 1960s when Catherine McKinnon brought it to national attention at the CBC television show Sing Along Jubilee.
In the west, the birds were singing on every tree.
Heard weekly in homes across the nation as the show's theme song, it eventually became Nova Scotia's unofficial anthem.
I agree to leave my native land. I agree to leave my comrades on, and my age and parents who I've always held so dear, and the bonny, bonny lassie I do adore. The drums they do beat, and the war do alarm. The captain called, we must all obey. So farewell, farewell to Nova Scotia's journey, for it's early in the morning, I'm far, far away.